Hello, Bobby aka Anarchomedia here, and in this video I am going to be dropping some linguistic truth bombs on DC fanboys and like people who think that the DC animated universe is gospel on the name pronunciation of a certain character with a Semitic derived name. And 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 this is mainly directed to people who believe that the name of the character of Ghul is pronounced Reish. And the reason that people believe this is because like Danny O'Neill, who by the way is a New York Jew, not a Semitic Jew, nor a native Semitic speaker of any variety whatsoever, thought it sounded cool and like a James Bond villain name. Like, it's really that simple why DC decided to pronounce it that way. But that is not how Semitic languages function. Like, English and the newer languages, they are very subjective. They are very malleable. Like in English, if you say something a certain way for long enough, that comes to be the way it is said from that point on. However, the Semitic languages do not function like that. There are clear rules. There are reasons why in Semitic cultures things are said certain ways. There are reasons why people relate to God and relate to the communities and their families in certain ways. There are years of tradition behind why that is done. And of course, like all cultures, there are myths to further in detail explain that to future generations and so on. Now, in the original Arabic, this is how it is said: Ra'us al-Wu. Okay? And that does not actually mean head of the demon like DC claims. It actually means head of the Ghul, or head of the spirit. obviously there um, in Islam and Arabic Christianity, just as with Western Christianity and um, Judaism, demons do not tend to be seen in a very positive light. In fact, um, a form of demon called the jinn, um, called um, which is the inspiration for the myth of the genie, um, are the primary antagonist of Arabic mythology. And the jinn are of course led by Iblis, which is the Islamic version of the Judeo-Christian devil, um, also called shayateen, which we get in the English the name Satan or Satan from. So also there there is a village in Kyrgyzstan with that name as well, which may contribute. Um, and that means accuser or adversary. Um, now, now you may wonder, what about the Hebrew? Um, and I am also of European, North African, and Eurasian Jewish descent, and here's the thing, like, it's not even resh in Hebrew, okay? In proper Hebrew, you you do not have hard EY sounds the way we do in English. Like, sometimes you might stretch out an IE sound to sound like a hard AY sound, but that's extremely rare and generally not advised by formal Hebrew teachers to do that. So the more proper way to pronounce it in Hebrew would be resh or rosh. And 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 if, and if you put the two together, like, it's not hard to see how you might come up with resh, but like like keep in mind that is forbidden in most of the Semitic world, especially with the whole, like, political climate over there and for centuries. So, yeah, DC fanboys. Boys, boys, be a little more cognizant when you say that um, when you say that um, that that Roz is wrong and Raish is correct, because you may be listening um, to non-Semitic speakers attempting to make sense of Semitic languages and based upon Western stereotypes um, and basically taking that as gospel. This has been Bobby, aka Anarcha Media. Liberty, equality, fraternity. Goodbye.